Student, today we discussed for chapter first, hospital and their organization. The definition of hospital. According to WHO, hospital is an organization of governing body which make the use of complicated but specialized scientific equipment and functioning through a team of trained staff. Hospital is an organization which provides a special facilities and working for care of patient through the trained person. Next, function of hospital. In function of hospital, there are four main function. In that, first is the patient care, second is the training of medical health profession and patient, third is medical research, and fourth is public health. In that, first, patient care. The main function of hospital is to provide care to the sick or injured and restore the health of patient. It raises the quality of care and general standard of medical practices. Okay, in this patient care, the main function of hospital is to cure or to care the patient. Next is the training of medical and health profession and patient. Also in hospital, a training or education of medical staff or the health professional is carried out. So training or education is an important function of hospital. So the education in hospital has two different forms, namely educating the medical and health profession, and next is educating the patient. A hospital could be considered as a workshop where the student learn by observing and practicing under the supervision of his supervisor. Okay, all training also done into the hospital. So next is the medical researches. In hospital, researches is carried out. So hospital researches is important as it help in developing new method of treatment and improving a hospital service. So whenever any new terminologies come across the across the world, so in that terms, the medical researcher is a very important role to treat or improving hospital services and to developing the method for the treating that diseases. Okay, so next is the medical health, medical researches, and next is the public health. So in public health, the functioning of hospital are required to support all the activities carried out by the various public health. Okay, as a immunization program, blood donation camp, social and economics. Okay, all that programs is carried out into the public health sector by the hospital. Next is the classification of hospital. Classification of hospital, in that hospital are classified in different way, and a hospital could fall under more than one categories. There are three basic classification of hospital based on, first is the type of clinical services, second is the length of stay, and third is the ownership control of hospital. In that we discussing first is the clinical services. On the basis of clinical service often by hospital are there specialized or general. Most government hospital usually often general hospital services. Okay. Next, providing a wide range of service areas such as surgical, internal medicine, dental, and other. The specialization care include medicine and surgery. Okay. In clinical service classification, there are two main subclasses. In that, first is the general and second is the specialized. Okay, in specialized there are two subclasses. First is the medicine and second is the surgery. Medicine, in medicine classification there are some example like tuberculosis hospital, then pediatric hospital, etc. And in surgical there are subclasses or classification, that is orthopedics, gynecologists, ophthalmatics, okay, etc. This is the classification of clinical based on the clinical service. Next is the length of stay. in length of stay, there are two more classification. That first is the short term, that is acute, and second is the long term, that is chronic. In short term, average length of stay of patient is less than 30 days. How it is classified? The admission or the staying of patient into the hospital, on that basis there are two classifications. Short term, within 30 days the patient is discharged, it goes into the short term, and more than 30 days patient is stay into the hospital, that is goes into the long term. Okay, that is chronic. Next is the third is the ownership and control base. In ownership and control base, the group of the control own or operate the hospital may be either government or voluntary organization, that is a non-government. Okay, then in that first is a government. This include those hospitals that are owned and or operate by an agency of the central, state government or the other political subdivision of the government. Okay, so in government hospital there are three classification, that is a central government, state government and other. In central government, so in governmental hospital there is a central government, state government and other. In central government, example is All India Institute. Okay, then second is in state government, civil hospital, primary health care center. In other, military hospital and corporation hospital. Next is a non-government. In non-government there is a first is a private and second is a community. In private there are two types, that profit and non-profit. And next is the hospital can be classified on the basis of first is a aggregated and non-aggregated. Okay, in aggregation, in the unit state, hospital are also classified on the basis of aggregation procedure, which consider the compliance to specific standard of health care. Then next is the teaching hospital. A teaching hospital is one where clinical instruction is impact to the medical school student. That is, a hospital is giving the experience or training to the student which are completed their graduation. After that, 1 year training course is conducted by this hospital. Okay. Next is the capacity. The hospital are also classified on the basis of bed capacity. So under 50 bed, then 50 to 90, 99 bed, 100 to 199 beds, etc. Next point is the hospital organization. Hospital organization and management of a hospital different based on the type of hospital and on the ownership and control of hospital. In the case of smaller hospital, there are fewer administrative position of associate or assistant director, where in large hospital the general area of clinic and administration service may be further subdivided in unit. The corporation and the board of trustees segment of the organization is standard for all private hospital. The government hospital usually have a board of trustee but not cooperative body. So following chart is representing the organizational department of the hospital. That is a incorporation board of trustees. First is a board of trustee, then after board of trustee the director or hospital administrator. First is a board of trustee, second is the director or hospital administrator. After that, director and hospital, there are some different associate director of different department. In that, so in hospital administrating area or between the director administration area, there are some peoples working together, that is personal executive committee of staff, then grant and contract, public relation, controller. After that, the associative director clinical services. In associative director clinical services, there are different department, that is anesthesia, blood bank, clinical laboratory, etc. Then Next is the associative director, administrative service. In administrative services, there is a credit, housekeeping, laundries, purchasing and tour, scale, telephonic services, etc. In next is the associate director, ambulatory services, that is emergency. In emergency services, all the service provided by this department. Next is a associate director, admitting, information, record room, social service and voluntary. These are the organizational chart of the hospital. Next is the organizational structure of a medical central teaching hospital. That is first this chart is for the corporation hospital, and next is for the teaching hospital. That is after graduation the student gives their training into that hospital. That hospital chart is given first in that first teaching hospital. Okay, or what it contained? First is a governing body. So first department is a governing body. Next is a medical college dean. After medical college dean, then in left side there is a medical director, then in right side administrator. So after medical director there is a director and professor of medicine. Then next in administrator, unit manager of medicine. Then next is a director and professor of surgery. In right hand side, unit manager of surgery. Then next is a director and professor of pediatrics, and in right hand side, unit manager of pediatrics. This is the organizational structure of medical or teaching hospital. Next is a governing body and management. So all hospital contain one a trustee or governing body on that top of the management. Okay, that is a management, governing body or management of that hospital. So regardless of the kind of organization and control a hospital is under, there is a very always some governing body to which the administrator must be reported. So all the information or reporting is gives to the management or the governing body by hospital for the smooth functioning of the hospital. Next, in that most hospital in the United States needs not just a license but also required Joint Commission on Accreditation of Hospital, that is the JCAH, Joint Commission on Accreditation on Hospital. So what it gives or what purpose of GCAH are in that? First is to establish the standard of hospital. So all the standardness of hospital is established by that GCAH. Next is to conduct survey and accreditation program for the following purpose. In that, first to promote high quality care in all aspects. Second is to apply certain basic principle of physical plant safety and maintenance. Next is to maintain the essential service through the coordinated effort of the staff. Third point, to recognize or compliance of standard by issuing certificate and accreditation. To conduct educational and research program and publish and the result for their effort. So this is the role of JCAH, that is a Joint Commission on Accreditation of Hospital. Next is the function of governing body. So first function of governing body, to select competent personals including medical staff. Second is to control the hospital fund. Then third is to supervise the patient plan. Then the governing body is in consultation with the chief administrative officer must establish first is the working hours and conditions, salary schedule and proper check on the personals. Then next is the schedule of room rate and other charges for the hospital, inpatient and ambulatory services. Then next is the method for obtaining grant to supply income for paying patient and help to balance the hospital budget. Then next is the method of investing funds such that interest can be used for the hospital operation. Then next is the need for the additional construction or the replacement of physical plant of hospital. Then next is a flow chart shows hospital organization and its administration and professional service in relationship or relation to the patient. So this is the flow chart which are for the organization or hospital organization, where the in that first starting with governing body. So first topmost management level is a governing body. Then second is the hospital administrator. After hospital administrator, there are hospital administrative services. In hospital administrative services, there are some people working together, that in that personals and next material, then finance staff is there. So next, hospital professional service. In hospital professional service, nursing, clinics, scientific, therapeutics, all the staff are working together. And next is the patient. This is the short flow chart that shows hospital organization and its administration and professional service in relation to the patient. Next is the health delivery system in India. The following chart explains the organization of health delivery system. So what type of health delivery system is into the India, that shows into the that flow chart. Cabinet rank minister, Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. In that two sub branches is there. First is the Ministry of State for Health and second is the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So first in Ministry of State for Health, in that secretary, then joint secretary, deputy secretary, and next is the Director General of Health Service, next Deputy Director of Health Service. In that medical care and hospital, public health, general administration, all those flow chart is included into the health delivery system of India. In that Minister of State for Health, and next Minister of Health and Family Welfare. In that first is the Secretary, Commissioner, then Deputy Commissioner, two Deputy Commissioner, then Joint Secretary, Deputy Secretary, and Regional Director. This is the all about the health delivery system in India. Next is the organizational structure of health delivery system at state level. Okay, at state level, what type of health delivery system is provided by government is that included into that flow chart. In that first is the Minister of State for Health. In that after that Deputy Minister, then Secretary, Deputy Secretary, Director of Health Service, then next is the Deputy Director of Health Service, and next is the Additional Deputy Director of Health Services. After that, medical education, health education, nursing, family welfare, nutrition, PSC, school health. All departments are working under the state level health delivery system. Thank you very much.